It is Surah Al-Qasas that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that when Musa fled from Fir'aun, he wandered into the valley of Madian. وَجَدَ عَلَيْهِ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ يَسْقُونَ. He found the well of Madian. He didn't have any money. He didn't have any food. He needed water. So he went to the well. And he found a whole bunch of people surrounding the well. Ummah, like crowds, hustle and bustle. وَوَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِمْ امْرَأَتَيْنِ تَذُودَانِ. And he found two young ladies that were being repelled away from the crowd. They weren't in the middle of the crowd. They were at a distance underneath the well. مِن دُونِهِمْ. So they're a distance away from the well. They're trying to get in, but something is repelling them. Notice he is examining the situation. There's nothing wrong with looking around you, seeing male and female, what's going on. This is the Sharia doesn't say you walk literally blind to your feet. You see what's going on. And he sees two young ladies with their flock, and something is repelling them, or they're not in the thick of the crowd. So he walks up to them. قَالَ مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. He says, what is the matter with you? قَالَ مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. Now here we see as well that a non-mahram man is approaching a non-mahram lady and engaging in conversation. But the conversation, two words. Not, can I get your number? Not, what's your name? Not, let me tell you about myself. He sees a bizarre situation and he says, minimal conversation. What is going on? Why are you here? مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. Now, why did he walk up to them? Some ulama say that it was strange to see women in basically a man's arena. And this is definitely a very likely possibility, that it's not typical, especially when you have shepherds and, people that are of a different, way of interacting and whatnot. You find two young ladies in a crowd full of, workers that are jostling and shoving and bringing in. It's a strange situation. So he's seeing, is everything okay? Can I help out? And this shows you it is halal, even in this case. So Musa alayhi salam comes between them and the ladies as a defense mechanism. By the way, Musa was massive and huge. Musa was muscular and tall, right? So Musa alayhi salam shows what it means to be a gentleman and essentially protects the ladies from what's going on behind. They said, the two of them, they said, we are not able to feed our goats until the rest of the shepherds leave. And by that time, the water is gone. وَأَبُونَا شَيْخٌ كَبِيرٌ. And our father is a very weak, elderly man. By the way, what really makes this whole story interesting, Musa alayhi salam was not yet a prophet. This is all happening when he is not yet a prophet. He is a regular Muslim. He took the goats and went into the crowd with the other men there. فَسَقَى لَهُمَا. He's the one who went. Now, Allah says, فَسَقَى لَهُمَا. As if to indicate that his niyyah was so pure, there was no motivation of anything other than to help them out. Can you imagine how Musa alayhi salam would be acting to gain the confidence of these two young ladies? The amount of dignity, the amount of, we call in Arabic, hishma, like modesty, how he is portraying himself. The young ladies know this is a gentleman. And every lady knows the difference between a gentleman and between an evil person. By the way, later on in the story, the girls praise Musa to the father, and they say that the best person you can hire is qawiyyun ameen, strong and trustworthy. This indicates from the ayah that Musa alayhi salam showed them aptitude and trustworthiness when he did the job of feeding their goats. Then he turns his back and goes away, and he sits under a shade and he makes dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَقَالَ رَبِّ إِنِّي لِمَا أَنزَلْتَ إِلَيَّ مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَقِيرٍ. Ya Rabb, I am faqir, I have nothing. I don't have a house, I don't have a job, I don't have a career, I don't have a wife, I don't have anything, right? Notice, when Musa himself was in distress, he's running for his life, right? From the biggest superpower in the world. He is literally running from the army of Fir'aun. Literally, the most superpower empire, and the single person in charge, Fir'aun, knows him by name and hates his guts. He's fleeing the world. Where is he going to go? And he has nothing. If anybody had an excuse to be selfish and not care about other people, it was Musa. When he helped those in distress, Allah relieved his stress. And this is what we learn in the Sharia, in the Hadith. O Muslims who are facing a problem, you want your problem to be solved? Solve other people's problems. Allah will solve your problem.